Guys, yo, how's it going? As promised, we're going to have a look at the Doom Patrol, issue 34. This is from the Grant Morrison run. Richard Case does the pencils on this one. So basically what's happening is Cliff is getting his body replaced. He's got a new body, but the chief's really unhappy with it, so they've taken him out and he's working on it, and he's pissed off. The guy who's made it is supposed to have been like the best mind for robotics of all time, and the chief reckons he's made a shit job of it, so he's doing some replacements, but he's basically decided that he's going to have to create a whole new body up from scratch. So anyway, they've got Cliff's brain in this little jar here, and you get a brief kind of origin story of Cliff. But the chief won't. He's run out of chocolate. The chief always eats chocolate. He loves it, but he's not going to to do the procedure to put his brain back until he's got chocolate. So at the end panel here, they leave. Can you see it? Yeah. This is them talking about it here. They leave to go buy more chocolate. But while this is happening, like as soon as they leave, Cliff's body wakes up. It becomes sentient. Plugs Cliff into a speaker so they can talk to each other. And he basically says to him, that's the panel there. He basically says to him, "You're not getting your body back. I'm sentient now." And he's got a drill bit in his finger, which he uses to drill a hole into Cliff's little jar, so the water starts leaking out. And that's it there. And then they start talking. So he's got a speaker plugged in so they can speak to each other, obviously. So that's the first part, and then it takes you over out onto the street, and there's this guy here. This is Mr. Mala, Monsieur Mala, or just Mala maybe, but he's like a gorilla guy with a beret, and he's got, in the buggy, he's got a guy called the Brain, who is essentially the same as what Cliff is right now. He's just a brain in a jar, but he can speak and stuff. But they're on their way to the Doom Patrol headquarters to steal Cliff's body, basically, is what they're trying to do. So that's what they do. They're heading there, and they find the entrance and they jump in. So that's them. They're in the place as well now. So cuts back to Cliff, and Cliff in the suit. Mala appears. He's like, "We're having this body," and the robot's trying to say to Mala, he's like, "I'm not Robot Man. I am a conscious being." So in the fray, the Brain gets thrown, and he lands up on the desk beside Cliff. Cliff obviously can't see, so he doesn't actually know what's going on. He can just hear the fight. And then Mala and the robot have a fight. He's trying to say, "Look, I'm not Robot Man. You don't understand." He's like, "I've had enough of your shit." Where is it? He just domes him one. Yeah, here. He just melts him on the head, and the robot passes out or shuts off or whatever. But what he says to Cliff is, the robot, I missed this main point. What he says to Cliff is, if he's rigged his body, so if anyone tries to operate on the body will explode when it's turned back on. So that's what he's done. Obviously, Mala doesn't know this, so he performs the operation, and the Brain goes into the body. He's like, "How do you feel?" I feel it's a triumph," he says. "Mala, it's this brain, my brain in this body is magnificent, my God." And Mala's like, you look very handsome in that body." And they turn around and just look at each other. And he's like, "Well, now that we've taken our revenge on Robot Man," he's like, "let's stop pretending, Mala." Here. Let's stop pretending, Mala. All these years we've worked together, lived together. I can't lie to you any longer. I love you, Mala. So this is the point of it here, and he's like, you have no idea how long I've been waiting for you to hear you say that. So, kiss me, Mala. So they're away to have a wee kiss. He's like, actually, first, take that bit of chewing gum out your mouth. So he takes the chewing gum out and puts it on the little hole in Cliff's jar. So he essentially saves him. He's like, I don't know what to say. Then don't say a thing. Oh, Mala. Oh, master. And then here you get the panel. They're just about to kiss. And he explodes. The beret goes flying. There's a little beret that he's wearing and lands on top of Cliff's head. And yeah, he's basically left there by himself and everything's just destroyed. He doesn't have a clue what's happened. So, anyway, a bit of a crappy run through, but there you go. Issue 34 of Doom Patrol. Okay, we've just got a few books that I got this through this week. This is the first ones of these. Cerebus the Aardvark High Society. These are reprints of this is the original comic here, and this is just like a reprint series that they did. Yeah, just reprinting them, I guess. These, I think I got, I got all of these for like £5 or something like that, so they didn't cost a lot. But yeah, that's them. These are really good. They reprint like the entire issues, like including the letters pages and stuff, and they do a bit called the single page as well. I don't know if it's still in these, but basically people could write in with their single page comic strips for this and it would get published in this, so that was really cool. But anyway, a couple of them. Second issue of Cinema Purgatorio. So there's 5 stories in here. I'm really liking all of them. Yeah, it's just a really good little book. One of these Dell books, Voyage to the Deep. This is the August-October issue, I think it is. But it's issue number 3, it says inside, so this is a great cover. I'll be reading that one later on today. The Battle of the Planets, I was reading this a couple of weeks ago. Picked up a copy of the Half, Wizard Half. It's a Dynamic Forces cover with the blue foil thing there. But on the back it's sealed with one of the Dynamic Forces stickers, so I don't know, I kind of want to read it, so I'm going to try and take that off without damaging it, but we'll see. But yeah, that's cool. Happy with that. Oh yeah, and then just one of these annuals again. This is just the Superheroes 1983, but the whole gang are on there. There's a Batman story, there's a JLA story, an Atom story, and a Wonder Woman text story. Let's see if I can find the... Well, there's the Atom one. Yeah, got this from charity shop. The Superheroes Annual 1983. That's cool. Got my Batman Rebirths. I got both covers. I was watching a video of Biggie's comics. He was saying that his one was had a heap of marks and things on it. So does this. But like, look at the back of it. That's the back. And obviously, with these all being laid flat on top of each other when they've been printing them, it has left some marks. I don't know if you can see. There's one there, and there's a bit there. Just obviously where they've all been laying on top of each other. But I did notice as well, this one's not as bad. On this one, the side of the book is all... It's not like torn or anything, but it's all stressed. You can kind of see that there. The black's all looks bumpy. So I don't know if this is from DC going down to their £2.30. Look at that, you can see it's like warped and everything on Batman's head there. I don't know if that's from them going down to £2.30 an issue. They've, you know, reduced costs and used cheaper paper and stuff like that. So these books might be tough. This whole new Rebirth thing might be tough to find, you know, high grade copies. But we'll wait and see what happens. But it makes me feel a bit uneasy. I'm not wanting my books falling apart. But yeah, anyway, that's all my books for this week, guys, and that's everything I've got for you. So cheers, and we'll see you for the next one. Jesus.